Pro Group Management. Workers' comp that works for you.
You are watching 7 at 7, powered by the Las Vegas Review-Journal, the largest news team in Nevada.
The When We Were Young Festival has added a second date of concerts from some of your favorite punk rock bands. Good morning and thank you so much for joining us on 7 at 7. I'm Cynthia Puga. Starting off with your top stories, police are accusing a Henderson man of abducting the owner of a construction company where his wife worked after an IRS investigation found she had stolen $20 million. Metro says William Costa faces charges of kidnapping, conspiracy to commit kidnapping, battery, extortion, and coercion in connection with the abduction of Larry Gilmore last Thursday. According to an arrest report, an IRS investigation found Costa's wife stole $20 million from Gilmore's company, Gilmore Construction, over a 7-year period. The company's website says she worked there as the company's financial controller. Costa's attorney did not respond to requests for comment. Gilmore declined to comment but said his wife, Cynthia Marabella, no longer works for his company. Costa's bail was set at $1.5 million, according to court records. The Nevada Supreme Court temporarily suspends the law license of a longtime defense attorney who was accused of sex trafficking and plotting to kill a client. Gary Guyman faces charges of conspiring to commit murder, solicitation to commit murder, pandering, sex trafficking, and bribing or influencing a witness. He was arrested February 3rd. On February 7th, the state bar filed a petition to have Guyman's law license suspended. Less than a week later, Guyman filed a petition asking to transfer his law license to disability status. The court said Guyman contended he suffered mental health and addiction problems, making it impossible to adequately defend against the investigation. The court placed Guyman's law license on an indefinite suspension and ruled he may not withdraw money from accounts containing client funds without getting permission from the Bar Council. He is scheduled to appear in court on March 6th. Let's get into your weather, sponsored by Star Nursery, your garden's partner for every bloomin' thing. Temperatures remain above normal today, but will be several degrees cooler compared to yesterday. Starting off your morning in the 60s, going into the 70s by 11 a.m. with a high around 76 degrees this afternoon with gusty winds. Looking at your 3-day forecast now, temperatures in the mid-70s tomorrow through Saturday. We are expecting cloud coverage on Friday going into this weekend. You can expect overnight lows in the high 40s and mid-50s. Let's get into your business news, brought to you by G-Bank, your best banking experience ever. A study says January rents in the Valley dropped from a year earlier, but rose from December. Review Journal's Anaya Collins tells us why that is.
According to Redfin, Las Vegas rents are below the national median price. The company says the Valley's market is going through a shift with multifamily listings. The good news, rents are finally stabilizing as the demand for rentals has lessened since the pandemic. The bad news, Zillow says homes are more expensive to rent than apartments in Las Vegas. And analysts say construction has slowed down due to lack of materials, high interest rates, and labor shortages.
So Las Vegas is not building enough multifamily units right now. They did have a whole bunch come on the market, but there's an appetite for even more. A lot of cities across the U.S. have had a lot of apartments come online. We've definitely had a lot come online, but you'd like to see more. And the more concerning thing is that our pipeline for new construction for apartments dries up pretty quickly after this year. So that could spell bad news for renters in terms of rental rates heading into the future.
And if tariffs are enforced against countries like Mexico and China, there could be problems with access to building materials. For the Las Vegas Review-Journal, I'm Anaya Collins.
Oakview Group is taking over food and beverage operations at Allegiant Stadium, replacing outgoing Levy restaurants. Oakview's deal with the Raiders is effective April 1st, with the group planning enhanced premium and entertainment offerings at the stadium. Levy, who was hired as the stadium's concessionaire in 2019 before the stadium was built, announced their departure last week on the company's LinkedIn page.
Now for your sports update, brought to you by PT's Taverns. With over 65 locations, there's a PT's near you. Visit ptstaverns.com. Dominic Roy here with your sports update. The Lady Rebels are back in action tonight at the Cox Pavilion as the season winds down. Boise State comes to town with a chance to avenge a close 61-57 loss at home against UNLV in early January. The Lady Rebels are riding a 6-game win streak coming into this contest with a shot to make it 7 in a row against the Broncos. Tip-off comes at 6:30 p.m. for the second-to-last home game of the season for UNLV.
In your health news, brought to you by Sutterwell Senior Primary Care. Discover primary care focused on you. A local boy battling cancer gets a surprise from Make-A-Wish, Nevada.
I was just in disbelief, speechless. I didn't think it was all for me.
Luka Bojnik is 12 years old and was diagnosed with cancer 4 years ago. His wish has always been to explore his passion for classic cars. Make-A-Wish, Nevada is making that dream come true.
His wish to go to Moto Miami is happening this weekend, and today we are here just to celebrate Luka and really send him off on his wish.
Luka and his father are headed to the event Moto Miami in Coral Gables, Florida. The event showcases luxury cars and will feature more than 250 iconic automobiles along with road and track demonstrations and behind-the-wheel experiences.
Vegas Nation brought to you by Station Casinos, STN Sports. Download the app today. It's Heidi Fang, and while the Raiders pursue their quarterback of the future at the NFL Scouting Combine in Indianapolis this week, Tom Brady is starting up talks to bring Matthew Stafford to Las Vegas, says Vinny Bonsignor.
Matthew Stafford wants a new contract. He wants about $50 million a year. It doesn't feel like the Rams are willing to go that far. This is probably going to happen pretty quickly, and the Raiders are absolutely interested in Matthew Stafford coming to play for them in Las Vegas.
Look up the article on VegasNation.com to find out all the details on what it would take to get Matthew Stafford to Las Vegas.
Sports betting brought to you by the Las Vegas Paiute Tribal Smoke and Cigar Shop. BetMGM has several Major League Baseball props on the board, including one called the Jackson 3 that asks which Jackson will hit the most home runs this season. Jackson Churrillo of the Brewers, who had 21 homers as a rookie last season, is the -115 favorite. Padres outfielder Jackson Merrill is the +125 second choice after he hit 24 homers and was runner-up for the National League Rookie of the Year. Orioles top prospect Jackson Holliday is +550.
In your 7 at 7 lifestyle news, sponsored by Palms Casino Resort, your Vegas to California connection. An LGBTQ-friendly boutique hotel is reopening just 6 months after it closed its doors. The Bent Inn, an adults-only hotel and lounge bar, first opened in downtown Las Vegas in 2023 before abruptly closing in September of 2024 due to a legal dispute with its building contractor. The owners say they are fortunate enough to find a great investor, allowing them to reopen. In the meantime, they are renovating its bar lounge and its guest rooms are also being upgraded. The hotel is set to reopen in early April. Let's get into your entertainment, sponsored by Arizona Charlie's has live entertainment every weekend at both locations. Go to ArizonaCharlies.com to see who's playing. Due to popular demand, the When We Were Young Festival has added a second show in Las Vegas. It's scheduled for October 19th at the Las Vegas Festival grounds. This follows the previously announced show on October 18th, which is already sold out. Headliners include Vegas band Panic at the Disco, Blink-182, Avril Lavigne, The Offspring, Weezer, and so much more. Fans can sign up now at whenwewereyoungfestival.com for the pre-sale happening at 10 a.m. on Friday. That's been your 7 at 7 a.m. news update. You can tune in during the week on any of your favorite streaming platforms like Apple TV, Roku, Fire TV, and YouTube. Join us weekly at 7 a.m. and 7 p.m. to get the latest Las Vegas news updates.
Review Journal Studios, sponsored by Knock v. Injury Law.